said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see, the runner-up from last year's national championship, the LSU Tigers, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Longhorns will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So LSU's offense will get the ball first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that, and you start... on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, it's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
The sweet feet buy a little time. Complete to the right. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Finds the tight end. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today, though.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be out. Breaks into the open. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise. On the opening drive, nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The Longhorns offense will go to work for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
And the Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play. And I know Texas is known for DBs, and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though, this guy has really showed up in this game. He's making plays, and I know they want to continue to build a legacy at this position here in this program.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to. And instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball, man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance.
What's happening?
That thing had
So tough.
from the moment the ball left his hand.
They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different things. It makes me come up and use my eyes and play run. And these tight ends are so valuable to find space behind. Knew where he was going with the football the whole time because the big fella, he's always open.
So now it's second and long. The pull and throw off the RPO. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. On first and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
Trying play action. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
That is just what you want defensively, right? Bend, don't break. They drove down the field a little bit. They got second and goal. Boom. Create that negative play. Now they got third and goal. Now they got to make some decisions. Do they want to be conservative? Do they want to be aggressive? Either way, an advantageous situation now for this defense.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening.
This is kind of like Vegas and gambling. You got a big completion there on third down. You've set up fourth. You could take the field goal and take the easy money, but you might decide to roll the dice here, stay on the field, and go for it on fourth down, hoping to get a touchdown.
Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Lewis wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Clark. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slot.
There he goes. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. They're looking for an advantage to the right. And there was nowhere to go. Just stop in his tracks in the backfield.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Trying to make magic with his feet. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Boards up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Got his man on the right. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. This drive facing a little adversity on second and 11.
Really good job by this defense. Understanding responsibility football. Playing the first option.
Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous throw to the outside is complete. Turning it on. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And there he is, the nation's leader in sacks, coming up with yet another one. Week after week, teams try to find a way to stop this guy. They just can't figure him out. He's too big, he's too fast, and he has a knack for getting to quarterbacks.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Bringing the heat. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. Still running at the 40. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. The sure hands, it's Clark. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The give to the left. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on 3rd down. Lewis to throw. Looking for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And the right rotation on that one to get a little help from the crossbar and get it through. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Winston. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line.
I hear you. I hear you. We'll see what happens.
Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd.
I'll be second. Or you be 1st.
I'll be 2nd, you be 1st.
No. You be 1st. I will be 2nd.
Wants to go up top. Fires to the right. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. When you've already seen your quarterback go down 3 times, you might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it. Now on 2nd down. Williams looking for a man. This time he's got his man.
Everything, son. They change.
The offenses run these slant routes. It's about putting the ball right on the numbers. And
man, we ain't going bowling. I don't know what you're saying. You going 2nd for?
Right away. See where he's at. Break on the football.
You can't go bowling if you ain't say about anything about going.
Slips a tackle. Man, did he that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
The Longhorns want to move quickly.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11.
Really?
April or March.
The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
57 yards out, and he powers it through the uprights. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Tulane has the lead right now, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves yet inside Yeoman Stadium. They're up by 4 over UTSA. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that? Oh, he's got some space. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. He now has 84 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing. They'll ride the hot hand. Across the 25, he's got room. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. LSU lining up 1st and goal. Calls his own number. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Here comes the Texas offense. They'll go to work, trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Williams will pass. And they're not on the same page there.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far. And that time, just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Wide receiver going in motion. Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He'll throw on 3rd down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And the Longhorns will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. Slips through the line. Touchdown, Tigers! Special teams proving to be special. He did that one all by himself. yourself, make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn it on the gas. Great job, great return.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game...
Gonna take a shot at this DB. Got it in stride inside the 20. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal?
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone. Yeah, and that's exactly what you're looking for from the defense. You're expecting runs, second and goal. Got to find a way. You can't give an inch. This part of the field, this yard marker right here.
And he rolls.
He's in the fucking middle range.
Ah! This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And he tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Daniels. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. He'll pull it down.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Pocket breaking down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Williams looking for a man. Working that left side now. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. The Longhorns are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. He's got it on the move. Defense makes the stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
God, bro.
On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Touchdown, Texas!
bro.
Add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Daniels. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Lewis wants to pass. And as he throws, and he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the night.
What, boy?
And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Johnson. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Now down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Wants to throw on first down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Grabbed over the middle. It's Winston. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. Just drives it between the uprights. And now they take the lead. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. He'll bring it out. It's Daniels. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Grabbed behind the line. It's Daniels. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Lewis to throw. Makes the catch. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And this guy continues to pour on the stats. That's why he's in the Heisman picture, right? Had over 100 receiving yards last week. He's off to a great start today. Defenses just can't figure this guy out.
Got him downfield. Flying down the left side. And he just
kept running,
and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in.
God damn,
Touchdown, Tigers.
Really nice job on their final drive of the first half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance, excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
It's so much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll leave it with him. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Brings into the open. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Under fire. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a superb matchup in Austin today. These quarterbacks have been wheeling and dealing. A little bit of everything through 2 quarters. Exactly what we expected all week, if not even exceeding those lofty expectations. Feels like the defense that can at least contain one of these dual threats is going to be celebrating a hard-fought victory, although easier said than done. And with that, let's get it back to our fellas at DKR.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they move that thing through the end zone. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go over their own adjustments. You know the offense was saying to themselves very quietly, guys, we're not going to stop anybody. We got to keep scoring if we're going to win this game. So the pressure's on them here in the second half, David.
Yeah. It's a seam wide open.
What is going on here, fellas?
And he got loose, and they finally knocked him down at the 41.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
Williams will pass. Here comes the heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Back to pass on second down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And no shortage of the big boys coming out of Baton Rouge as LSU's defense in the backfield again.
Yeah, you talk about tall, long, athletic, guys that get after the quarterback, LSU, they typically have a lot of those guys. That's a really fun thing to have when you're a defensive coordinator.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete. The Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. He might just try to kick it away from the return man because he housed the first one. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. On the ground, it's Daniels. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just...
There he goes! They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
That's almost complete that.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense, and that's a great start for in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
He unleashes a long one.
nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man,
he wants to go deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Wants to adjust the pattern. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He's going to take off. Turns it on in midfield. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the games. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
The play action fake. Quick completion on the out. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Lewis wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, first down. He wants to throw it. Using his feet to buy time. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And the Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. This crowd is turning it up a notch. And the fumble is going to go out of bounds, and the offense will maintain possession. Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch with defenders everywhere, and now the defense backed up with a first and goal from the 5. The Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They want to throw it. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown LSU! And they take it in for 6 more points. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Williams looking for a man. Got the quick pass. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup.
I said, I bet we do.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. They'll try to get it through the air. Finds his tight end. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Young. And the Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught near the sticks, it's Young. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Looking to throw again. Rushes on him. He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You can tell he drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
The give out of the gun. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Ball at the 31, third and short, coming defense trying to rise up. Williams will pass, using his legs to buy some time. Turning it on.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to...
Touchdown, Longhorns! Fit in the window for the score.
And I absolutely love this play call. You still got a little bit of space while you're not too close to the goal line where you can run your big tight end right up the middle of the field, run the post route, throw it up to him, let him do the rest, and get the touchdown.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense got him at the 27.
And a great job by the defense, dropping into zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Finds his man. It's Moore. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Sends it downfield. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Here's a hit. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Unloads to the wideout. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Julian? Every fucking time.
4th down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. get off one more play before quarter's end. Williams looking for a man. Just a short pass to the tight end. And
Bullshit,
not
bro.
much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Caught in the backfield, it's Winston. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Fires to the right. And it's incomplete on third down.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away.
Well, he didn't hit it as well as he would have liked, but he had some good fortune. After hitting the upright, it goes in, and his team is now tied at late.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. He'll pitch it. Oh, he's got some space. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. They've got the screen set up. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling past and then kind of dodging the...
Touchdown, LSU! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Man, it's nice to be an offensive coordinator when you have this offense because you can just call a couple plays, do what we need to do, make big plays, go down the field, put points on the board. This offense, man, they putting drives together like this could be a scary unit.
Just unloaded on the kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Williams will pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the 4th quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
The Longhorns come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. he's able to pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Pulls and fires complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They'll go with the 5 wide out set on 2nd and 7. Lewis to throw. Got his man downfield. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Ocean from the wideout. Quick touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moore. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Wants to throw again. Here's the pressure.
Oh my fucking God.
A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
And the Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. Red pass is complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
He'll keep it on the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
And when you call the quarterback sneak, you're thinking, I'm going to fall forward and get at least a yard. But Palmer, that defensive line got in there, and the QB got nothing.
Well, he's got to do a better job with the snap count, too, and try to catch the defense.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That
Fuck you, baby.
was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. The give and tick, 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 tick. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. The option look. Quick toss. Breaks into the open. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Lewis wants to pass. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and Just didn't seem like he had his eyes.
Going for the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
Aggressive, man. This offense does not want to waste any time. They try to score quickly. 3 passing touchdowns in this game.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Come on, bitch.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself
looking deep down the right side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. They'll run it from the gun. Going the other way, and he's got room. They finally get to him. What a... to pick up the 1st down. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10.
And it's runs like that, man, where he just shows you a little bit of everything that is the reason why he's in the Heisman race. Like, this dude leads the nation in rushing for a reason. They hand him the football a lot. They trust him, and he continues to deliver and make big play after big play. This dude is an absolute superstar.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
Yeah, I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it would take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
Here comes the Texas offense. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over, and this coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing the coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Just cracked the ankle.
Williams looking for a man.
Cracked the ankle.
Firing to the right, complete.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on to the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Got it in the middle.
Yazzie, that's you, bro.
They've got it to the
all you. You just got to get there.
And they'll move the chains. Wants to throw on 1st down. Under fire. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Out of the backfield, he's open. There he goes. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line. And quickly to the line of scrimmage, they spike it and stop the clock.
No gain on the play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Oh.
Looking to fire. Unloads it left. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell. They were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Connection to the right. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. Double time, hustling to the line to stop the clock.
No gain on the play.
Go upstairs. Stop asking me about time. Go. Take your tablet, go upstairs. I'll talk to you after I finish the game. So I'm not going to keep sitting there and hear you. You have time, more time, more time. Go over here like worker, bye. Go play with your switch or something.
2nd down.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Williams will pass. Pressure coming. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over, like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few 1st downs and make something positive happen.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to be a little bit short of that 1st down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. On 4th down, going to the air. Gets away from one. They got him for the sack, and now get the ball back after the 4th down stop. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And this will be incomplete as the game comes to a close. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all 3 phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.